Hello, kids. Today, I am going to tell you a story about the Big Fat Cat and the Great Adventure. In the little town of Willowbrook, there lived a big, fat cat named Oliver. Oliver wasn't your ordinary cat. He was round like a ball, with soft light orange fur and a tiny pink nose that twitched whenever he was curious. Oliver loved three things: eating, sleeping, and sitting in the sun. He didn't like to move much, except when it was time to eat, of course. Every day, Oliver would lounge on the windowsill of his cozy house, staring out at the world beyond. He'd watch the birds fly by and the children run past, but he never felt the need to join them. Why bother moving, he would think. I have everything I need right here. One morning, as Oliver was settling in for his usual nap, he heard a sound he'd never heard before. Something outside the window. It was a loud meow, followed by a rustling sound. Curious, Oliver peered outside. To his surprise, he saw a small, scruffy kitten stuck in a tree. Oh no, that kitten looks like it needs help, Oliver thought, scratching his chin. Normally, Oliver wouldn't have cared much for other animals, but something about this little kitten made his heart feel a little tug. I suppose I could help, Oliver said to himself with a yawn. But the idea of climbing a tree seemed too much like hard work. He was big, after all, and climbing wasn't his thing. But then, he thought about how scared the kitten looked, and how sad it must feel up there all alone. With a deep breath, Oliver rolled off the windowsill and onto the floor with a soft thud. "All right, Oliver," he muttered. "Let's do this." Oliver waddled out the front door and looked up at the tree. It was taller than he thought. He scratched his head. "Maybe I can't climb," he said, "but I can think of something." Oliver waddled to the garden shed, where he found an old wooden ladder. He pushed and nudged the ladder toward the tree, making sure it was stable. Then carefully, and with great effort, he propped the ladder up against the tree. "Perfect," Oliver said with a puff of air. Slowly but surely, he climbed the ladder, one step at a time. When he reached the top, he stretched out his paw toward the kitten. "Don't worry, little one," he said. "I've got you." The kitten meowed gratefully as Oliver carefully guided it down the ladder. When they reached the ground, the kitten looked up at Oliver with wide, grateful eyes. "Thank you, Mr. Cat," the kitten chirped. Oliver smiled a big, goofy smile. "No problem, little friend," he said. "It wasn't easy, but it was worth it." From that day on, Oliver felt a little different. He didn't mind getting out of his cozy spot in the sun now and then to help others. And whenever he looked up at the tree, he smiled, knowing that even a big, fat cat like him could have a big adventure when he wanted to. So kids, that's all for today. If you like our story, please subscribe or press the bell icon. See you next time with another story.